attraction. I'm about to get mean. I'm about to get loud. Spotlight on me when I take my bow. You're gonna pay full price if you want front row. I got a Hollywood star. I got my name in stone. Are you ready for the show? I sit back and let's go. I'm gonna blow your mind. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. You're gonna feel your heartbeat when it starts to rush. I wanna look, leave your jaw wide open, cause I'm illustrious. Are you ready for the show? I sit back and let's go. I'm gonna blow your mind. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way, get off my stage, lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Northwest Racing iRacing Series on LSRTV, and proudly again on the Community Radio Network. As always, we're excited for another season of the best iRacing Pacific drivers of the Northwest, putting on a show that you all enjoy every Monday night. Join us also on LSRTV or listen on the Community Radio Network at wearecrn.com. The power of radio radio to the imagination of the listener, iRacing style. CRN LSRTV for the Northwest Racing Series.
Last corner, last lap, pass.
Turn up the lights because the party's on this weekend at the world-famous Heart of Texas Speedway. And it's the Baby Blue Hard Crow Memorial. Over $11,000 in prizes on the line for the IMCA stock cars. And, of course, the stars and cars of the Touring Outlaw Modified Series. This Friday, April the 4th. Gates open at 6 with racing action to follow at 8 o'clock. It's the Baby Blue Hard Crow Memorial Stock Car Show. Champions race and legends are born. Heart of Texas Speedway in Waco. Be there!
At the mighty Tri-State Speedway is green. Slight jockey 3-4. Final trip to the checkers. Slater in
I mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race than you can a 20-lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go. It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Nobody realizes how hard this stuff is, how many hours you have to put into it. That would be one of my dreams come true, just to win a big race like that.
It's a gut feeling. I mean, man, in these cars, anything can break, man, anything can happen, so it takes a lot of luck.
Fresh off of a rebrand in 2024, it quickly became our biggest year yet. With the action bringing us to 31 different racetracks, we produced over 351 live events. Short track racing continues to grow, and our mission is to help make it thrive. From our hometown heroes to those on the national stages, even across the world.
Funny idea at first that somehow we're sitting here in Australia.
What a race we've got in turn number 3. It's heating up. Swingers powering down. Nearly parking on the nose of Brazil. Oh, look at Jimmy. Wow. Jim, last corner, last lap after 50 grand, Jim.
Every lap, every moment, every story, we are setting the pace.
Oh yeah, I've drove for people. I'll it's whatever. And then, but it's like in another country across the world. That's a little bit of a challenge.
Somebody stole a beer truck. It don't matter who it was. Grab a can and drink it up. Let's keep
There's a lot of cussing,
man, we're good to go. Yeah, we hit them.
a lot of drinking,
There's more than enough for all of us.
maybe some nudity. Gonna be exciting.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Northwest Racing iRacing series on LSRTV, and proudly again on the Community Radio Network. As always, we're excited for another season of the best iRacing Pacific drivers of the Northwest, putting on a show that you all enjoy every Monday night. Join us also on LSRTV or listen on the Community Radio Network at wearecrn.com. The power of radio to the imagination of the listener, iRacing style, CRN LSRTV for the Northwest Racing Series.
Last corner, last lap, pass. Turn up the lights because the party's on this weekend at the world-famous Heart of Texas Speedway. And it's the Baby Blue Hard Chrome Memorial. Over $11,000 in prizes on the line for the IMCA stock cars and, of course, the stars and cars of the Touring Outlaw Modified Series. This Friday, April the 4th, gates open at 6 with racing action to follow at 8 o'clock. It's the Baby Blue Hard Chrome Memorial Stock Car Show. Champions race and legends are born. Heart of Texas Speedway in Waco. Be there!
99 Nationals at the mighty Tri-State Speedway is green. Slight jockey 3-4. Final trip to the checkers. Slater enough from
I mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race. You can 20-lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go.
It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Nobody realizes how hard this stuff is, how many hours you have to put into it. That would be one of my dreams come true, just to win a big race like that.
It's a gut feeling. I mean, man, in these cars, anything can break, anything can happen, so it takes a lot of luck.
Fresh off of a rebrand in 2024, it quickly became our biggest year yet. With the action bringing us to 31 different racetracks, we produced over 351 live events. Short track racing continues to grow, and our mission is to help make it thrive. From our hometown heroes to those on the national stages, even across the world.
Funny idea at first that somehow we're sitting here in Australia.
What a race we've got in turn number 3. It's heating up. Swingers firing up. Nearly parking on the nose of Brazil. Oh, look out, Timmy. Wow. John Jim, another last corner. Last lap after 50 grand Jim.
Every every story. We are setting the pace.
Hey, we welcome you to coverage of the next round of the Northwest Racing Series. Season number 12 continues, and we are at the virtual awesome 3/4 mile racetrack in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the place that is known as the Action Track, and we are ready to see what goes on here tonight at Double R. I'm Wesley Outland, joined alongside is my buddy, Mr. Jeremy Stanley. Jeremy Stanley, glad to have him. And we're glad to have you here as well. And Jeremy, we're ready to see what goes on here at Richmond as the field is gritting. We're ready to go racing, buddy.
A little late into the action, but here we are gritting at Richmond here for 125 miles around this 3/4 mile short track. These trucks are going to have a blast. We're going to have a blast watching them. And it looks like we got a starting rundown here for tonight.
Yeah, man, we're not wasting no time, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a look at the starting lineup here for tonight's race as we get at Richmond Raceway. Kevin Smith and Ryan Bloom, they're on the front row. On row number 2, you'll find Devin West and Kenneth Garber. Row number 3, Dennis Moore and Paul Newton, the 44, the 27er. Josh Childress, Sean Wrightsman, row 4. Top 10, we'll find Brett Johnson and a man that's done really well consistent this year, Troy Daggett there, Jeremy, in the 99.
11th and 12th place will be Jeff Stab now into his outside Dan Lowther. 13th and 14th will be Ryder Shiflett and Bryce Clark. Row 8 and 15th is Taylor Alto and 16th Tyler King. 17th place Chris Walters and William Fletcher. And the 10th row here, 19th, is Roy Grandi Jr. and in 20th place Chris Kynes.
Moving on to the next starters, it's going to be, of course, Corey Eckelbarger in the 73, followed by row number 12 will find defending champion Dan West Jr. and Christopher White right there alongside. He's won here at Richmond before the 19. Stephen Paulus and Ray Fournier in the 26, top 26 starters. Moving on to the rest of the lineup, Scott Hutchinson of the 91. Scott Hutchinson, Frank Harris in 77. Top 30, the legend from Winnemac, Washington, Carl Burke. Dana Rogers in the 07, and the rest of those 30 trucks as we're ready to go. Good field of trucks for a short track race here tonight at Richmond Raceway, Jeremy.
I'm excited, man. 30 trucks, man. I just got done calling a Martinsville race yesterday with 20 cautions, and I'm expecting a lot less here tonight with a bigger field. These guys are ready, and we're going to take one more pace lap, go a green flag. Now we've had 3 different winners in 3 races to start off the 2025 season. Will there be a 4th different winner tonight? We're about to find out here in the next hour or two.
165 laps, or actually 167 laps is the distance. My apologies. No fast repair, 100% fuel capacity. 3 sets plus the one on the trucks. You got 4 total. And after qualifying, it is again 167 lap race. That's a very odd number, Jeremy, as they're coming to the green flag. I don't know who that is. Make things neat to see what the turnout of the race will be for sure.
Yeah, it looks like the equal to mileage, 125 miles for tonight. Green flag is out. Mr. Smith out to a 1 truck length advantage side by side, 2nd and 3rd. 4th place in the 44. Dennis Moore able to clear, gets to the bottom of the track in front of the 07. Down the back straight, 1 truck out of shape below the yellow line. Keeps it off the inside wall. That's the number 2 as Shiflett slips down 5, 6, 7 positions.
And we're underway here at Richmond. We'll obviously see how all this shakes out for this event. As you did say, 167 or 125 miles. So right now we're just kind of watching them work their way off the corner. There goes Ryan Bloom. Bloom's now got Rogers That's the 07 of Dana Rogers, and just like that, Rogers is under the threat of going a lap down on that over corner.
They get it single filed momentarily, maybe too wide here between the 94 and the 24. Stab now to the inside of Garber. Gonna look to make that pass happen. There's 3 wide. That set of quarters prior on the front straightaway. That was a little sketch. I thought turn 1 would have been chaos. He got 1 truck slow there on the inside. Looks like maybe the 26. That's gonna be the 26. He's creeping down pit road. Mechanical issues possibly there. There's the pass. 46 now. Brightsman underneath the 94. Gonna take that position in turn 1. We're going to keep trucking along here, pun intended. Wesley having some internet issues, so I'm going to just momentarily just kind of step in and talk about the race until he comes back into play. On screen right now is the number 27. It's going to be Paul Newton and Brett Johnson. These guys are going to duke it out. Paul on the inside, Brett Johnson outside. Still continues to be door to door down the back straightaway. As the number 24 is going to stick the nose in here, going to make it a 3-truck race. They go single file momentarily. And here comes Jeff Stab now, the 24 to the inside of Brett Johnson. Into turn 1. And it's very easy at Richmond to open the door and slip back quite a few spots. There's not a high groove here this evening. Jeff with a really low entrance. Brightsman also taking that cut there. Brett down 3 positions. Looking at the number 94 as well. Kenneth Garber, he might try to slip in there. And we're underneath our caution for the first time tonight on lap 7 of scheduled 167. And this time it's going to be the number 2, Ryder Shiflett. The truck off of turn 2 around lap 3 was out of shape on the back straightaway. Out of more shape here on lap 7. We're going to see him here on the front stretch. He's going to head himself into turn number 1 and turn number 2, potentially just a self-spin. And there he goes. These trucks are so light. Oh, man, no safer barrier. Direct nose impact to the inside wall. Got to make sure that that radiator is not busted or else your night is done. These trucks weigh like nothing. It's a flat, sharp exit of turn 2. Very, very easy to do here. That's going to bring us our first caution here. And right now, Kevin Smith, Devin West, Josh Childress, Ryan Bloom, Dennis Moore. Currently your top 5 right now. Don't expect anyone to come down pit road, but we'll see who takes. As we're going to have another probably 2 pace laps or so, and then they're going to go back to a green flag. Maybe even this time. We'll see how short the cautions are at Richmond. They're going to go side by side here on this restart. Pretty fun, entertaining battle there to start tonight's race. Pace truck lights continue to be on, so it'll be this lap plus 1. Restarting this race on lap 12. Got word that Mr. Ryan Shiflett does have the meatball, Ryder Shiflett, in pit road repairing that thing with required repairs. So I guess the next question is how long? And it's a short track, so he's going to go down multiple laps before he even sees the racing surface once more. As these guys are starting to file, double file here for the next time by. They'll get the 1 to go signal. Your 3 winners so far this year, Paul Newton, Dennis Moore, and Devin West. Who's going to be the 4th driver to do it? Right now, Kenneth Smith looks like to have the fastest truck so far this evening. But Devin West is right there at the clutches. Ryan Bloom looks like he's nice and strong here. As we are 1 to go. 005, that's your front row. 0725 row 2, and then 4427 is your top 6, first 3 rows. Half a lap left. We're going to go back to a green flag. Kevin Smith looking to take the middle to high entrance here. Very short track style. to pinch the line to the outside, and there he goes. Great launch as Barney, the flagman, throws the green flag. We're underway for the second time this evening with a commanding 3 truck length advantage here. There goes the 07. He's looking to the inside of the number 5, Mr. Devin West. Oh, 1 truck, midfield, really out of shape. Looks like that was the 44, Dennis Moore, cycling back a little bit through the field around 10th place, 63. This is Mr. Lowther. Slides right in front of the 99, Troy Daggett here. Top 4 single file, then it's 2x2 onward to 10th place right now on the back straightaways. We get the aerial coverage almost of this entire 3/4 mile. Richmond Raceway here in Virginia. Still side by side, the 27. Paul Newton on the inside of Brightsman. And momentarily does not get him clear. Does Sean get a good launch off corner exit and secure it? He does. Paul Newton going to slide in right in front of Dennis Moore to go single file as the top 10 now go all single file here on the first 14 laps of tonight's event. Dennis gets a great run off the exit of turn 4, able to slide back underneath, and oh, what a drive into the corners. Paul just seamlessly just gives it up. Right back to, oh, 1 truck out of shape there in the back, almost made contact with someone that was passing below, and that's the 99, Mr. Daggett. Almost hit the 57 of Chris Kynes. Wicked loose off of turn 2. That's something we're probably going to have to take note of all night here at Richmond. Still single file at the moment. We got Charles Wooten of the year taking the throwback approach, as you know, this week in the NASCAR world, it is throwback week at Darlington. And oh, hold on, we're gonna hold that thought. 88 with a great Kevin Harvick scheme, but we do have our caution for the second time tonight on lap 16. We're gonna see who this is going to involve. Looks like maybe at least 1 driver. So we're gonna try to get a replay on that. Looks like possibly the 73. No, 55. Mr. Dan West Jr. See what happens here. Didn't see any issues on camera initially. Oh, contact. Heavy impact to the outside wall. Don't tell me they're going to throw a caution for that. It looks like they did. All right. iRacing is not known for realistic NASCAR cautions, which is AKA if a car brushes the wall, put it out. That's what race control would say. And, well, they're going to do that for Mr. West. That's the first time I've seen iRacing do that, unless that was admin commanded, which even, I guess they don't run admin commands. So, yeah, that was all iRacing. So, very interesting call for that caution for the second time. Now, Charles, I want to go back to your fantastic scheme that you were wanting to showcase, the number 88 Taylor Alto. I think he's new here this season to the Northwest Racing Truck Series. There it is. Roy Grande Jr. behind him. You know he's running that Taco Bell. Mr. Alto here with that. It almost looks like there's a chrome sheen on this Goodwrench Chevrolet Silverado, looking really good here this evening. 20 laps into the books out of the scheduled 167, 2 cautions so far. Looks like caution lap counts about 4 laps per. Right now we're on lap 7, so probably next time by we'll get the 1 to go signal based on that stat right there. What's the over under on the guesses of cautions? Do we see double digits, or do you think these guys are going to clean us up? Let us know in the comments. Charles, I think I missed your answer. What was that? All right, our producer says double digits all day, without hesitation. He's going to pick that number. So, you know, I did 20 cautions at 200 laps at Martinsville. I'm really, really not wanting to see that here. I know these guys can do Much better than that. So if we can keep it between, I think 10 to 12 would be like the maximum number these guys have, but we'll find out. Find out in half a lap how this next restart's going to look. Kevin Smith still P1. Then you have Devin West, Josh Childress, Ryan Bloom, Jeff Stabnow. There's your top 5. The Double Zero moved up the track and got a great launch last time. Does he do the same thing? Pace truck down. Is he going to take... Yep, there he goes. Devin West didn't give it up as much this time, but still a 2 to 3 truck length advantage to Kevin Smith to turn number 1, the 25 there, Ryan Bloom. I thought he was going to maybe stick it 3 wide. He backs it down for the inside lane approach through 1 and 2. Now we're looking to make the pass underneath the 5 here. Here comes Josh Childers. Got the nose, but he backs it down. Going to slide back in right in front of Ryan Bloom, side by side, the 24 and the 44. It's stabbed out more. Quite a few trucks offset on the exit of turn 2. It's Paul Newton look underneath now, the 63. Dan Lowther still remains side by side as we got Brett Johnson looking to see if the 27 can complete the pass. He can't get there though, not enough run off corner exit, but he's still got another attempt as the 63 drives it deep into turn 3, able to stick corner exit. Oh, almost contact to the left rear of Dan Lowther. Single file again for the most part in this field. A little outside action potentially going to be from the 7. Does not make it happen, but here's the 57 Chris Kynes, 99 Troy Daggett. And they're now going to be side by side. As Brett Johnson is maybe going to get passed by Tyler King here on the 21. And he does. As Kynes now sees the door, sees the opportunity to advance at least one spot here. Biggest battle on the track right now is on your screen. Troy drives it close to the 57's back bumper in turn 3 entrance. But he's going to give it up. He's going to get split by the 7 of Brett Johnson. Caution on lap 27 for the 3rd time this evening. Looks like it's going to involve our top 5 driver for the most part tonight, Mr. Josh Childress. Potentially anyways. Here's your LSRTV instant replay. We caught him a little bit sideways there right after we called the caution. And oh, this is gonna be, is it help? Is it help? There's one bump. We're still going good. Does Ryan Bloom have anything to play with this? Oh yeah, we do. That's it. They just put him in a flat rate box and shipped him up the track, and iRacing is being stingy with these cautions. They're not stingy, but they're giving them out like it's free candy. That's 2 cautions in a row. There has not been a wreck, and we got a caution. That is unheard of. That latest update might have made the cautions a little more sensitive out here, but all right, here we are. Well, we're gonna stack them up because, yeah. You know, Barney's had too much short track practice. He needs to just put down the flag and let these guys race it out. Kind of impressed by that, but I'm sure Mr. Childress is happy to see the flag to reset, maybe get a 4 fresh virtual Goodyears. And there goes the 07. It looks like he's going to be your wave around driver. Dana Rogers going to put himself back onto the lead lap. It's 25 trucks at the start of this restart here, which is going to be around lap 31. He's going to be your 20th truck on the lead lap, or 25th truck rather on the lead lap. It will be 2 to go. So lap 32, we'll restart this thing. Remember, 4 laps per caution. So when we go back to green, this will be 12 laps under caution to the first 32 laps in this race. So if you're looking at the odds, you're probably definitely seeing that double-digit caution count. Kevin Smith, Devin West, Ryan Bloom, Dennis Moore, Jeff Stabnow. Currently the top 5 right now. One of the highest movers in the field is in P5, Jeff Stabnow. He's up 6 spots. He started in 11th. He's finding himself in 5th place on this restart. But the overall biggest mover in the green is the guy in 15th place, the 77 of Frank Harris, up 12 positions. Just 31 laps ago. He continues to truck through the field. And my puns are always intended. Don't need to call those out. They're there because I meant them to be there. So, for the kiddos. Sounds good to me there, Mr. Charles. That might be a great idea here, as that might come up real soon. Based on averages, here we go. Green flag. Mr. Kevin Smith gets a nice commanding 3 truck length lead again into turn number 1 as they close it back in. Ryan Bloom quickly advancing through here. Can he pass Devin West? They're side by side, 6 rows deep on the back straightaway. Dennis Moore sneaks it in right in front of Jeff Stabnow. Right to the back bumper of Ryan Bloom, who could not get the corner launched. The second groove is actually working pretty well for those that are trying to hold, maintain, or even make a quick pass on the outside. The 20. Oh, man. Mr. Childers. Loosey Goose. Oh, one of the walls. Their race leader, Kevin Smith. Where's his caution? Does he have a flat tire? He's really slow on the front straightaway. Continues to be slow. Mechanical issues nonetheless for the 00. Yep. Oh, he's got a broken right front toe link or sway bar or something. That thing is, there's something massively broke on the fastest truck here tonight. And this is all but over. Is Charles Wooten making note last week? He had a monitor issue. The monitor went out and caused him to wreck. This week, the truck's bouncing. There's got to be something broke on the right side of the truck after the impact. You see the fender's gone. The wheel looks like it's intact though, but doesn't look healthy. So this is it. Kevin Smith out of the race winning contention with this damage here on lap 35. Brings it to his virtual pit crew. Let's see if he gets the meatball. Meatball. No meatball. He gets the linguine pasta without the meatballs. He's just going to have the pasta to work on pit road. Cycling back to live action on the track. Looking at the 07, who's got me all messed up. This is actually the 39 on the pylon, Josh Childers. Running the wrong number on this truck here tonight in front of the 24, Jeff Stabnow. Brightsman in tow right behind those guys. Lap 38. Scheduled 167, remember 125 miles this race. Just a couple laps, it'll be our longest green flag run of the evening, which I think is around 9 or 10 laps right now. This will be lap 8 of green flag. As we're still waiting on Wesley, looks like his internet provider, his ISP, is not having a great time here this evening. So this is why you continue to hear Jeremy Stanley's voice coming at you live. Lap 40 here, still focused on the 39, the AKA, the the 07 there, Mr. Childers. Good battles in this portion of the track. Your race leader, Devin West, almost has a 1 second lead over Ryan Bloom in the 25. And then you got this great battle of 4 trucks. They're all single file. Any mistake will open the door for one of these guys to quickly make that pass. As we're now into our longest stint of tonight's race. And they're pretty spaced out too, so I would imagine This is going to go. Ooh, Troy gets, oh man, tags the back of the 77. Mr. Harris checks up the guys behind him. I thought they were going to wreck for sure, but Troy was able to hold on. Now we're looking at the 57, 77, Harris and Kynes duking it out here, entering turn number 1. Chris goes to the inside to try to cross over, does not make it out. Oh, whoa, loose from the 63. Dan Lowther, how you doing? Wake yourself up. Keeps it safe. We're staying green, lap 44. As we're getting pretty close, actually, to being 1/3 completed in tonight's 167 lap event for the Northwest Racing Truck Series live this Monday evening. 11:56 p.m. East Coast, 8:56 p.m. West Coast. Dan is working the wheel. He is loose. He is trying to pass Mr. Paul Newton. Cannot make it happen, and he is using his stuff up. In the meantime, Brett Johnson, speaking of using your stuff up, drives it in 2 truck lengths deeper, and you see the exit did not do well for that 7 truck to drive it in so deep. This time he's going to relax and sweep the entrance and center, which is how you do it here at Richmond. It's hard to diamond these sweeping corners, so you just have to ride the line. Oh, Brightsman has to check up, almost took out the doubles, or the 07 rather. There is 94. Mr. Garber looking and waiting, playing the patience game. Can Mr. Childers make the pass on the outside over Brightsman? Looks like momentarily he has it. Does he drive it to the bottom? He does not. He recognizes Sean Still being there. Corner exit. No, he got too tight. He had a check up there on exit. Oh, 1 truck in the back, really loose. Who was that? Oh, he saves it. That's the 63, Dan Lowther. Went below the yellow line, I do believe, to save that Ford F-150 from smashing the inside wall like we've seen once already this evening. Great driving there to not wreck the 63. Taking a look from the tower here on the front straightaway, focusing in on the trucks now going through turns 3 and 4. Decent little battle, I think, up. Yeah, these two right here, side by side. Your only real battle on the track at the moment still. As you're exiting turn number 4 here to complete lap number 50 for everybody cycling through here. Just about 5 laps or so will signal the 3rd of the race complete. Top 5 right now: Devin West, Ryan Bloom, Dennis Moore, Jeff Stabnow, Josh Childress is your top 5 at this current moment. As these trucks continue to space out a little bit more and more, you see there on the left pylon, the top 10 almost separated by 7 entire seconds on the longest green flag run here this evening. And here's the Press Box Motorsports Podcast Top 5, which I've been told they don't exist anymore, but you know, legacy moment right here. This is iRacing. We call things legacy. Nah, Charles is calling it throwback. It's legacy. It's iRacing. This is how they call things. But there's your top 5. Yeah, so next week we'll have an updated graphic there and still be able to present the top 5 when needed. That'd be a great tool to utilize. I love it. Let's continue to bring it on screen. There's some races starting to develop. Here we go. Chris Kynes right on the outside of the 88. Taylor Alto now the 55. Mr. Dan West. Gonna drive it to the inside here. Oh, does he sweep into his truck? He does not. Keeps it off. Very good. 57 there. Gonna be dropping 2 spots in 1 lap. It's going to put him back momentarily in P17. Solo runs the third groove here at Richmond. That's a interesting racing line. Did not pay off for him as the 58, Mr. Paulson, gained a couple tenths. Cycling back now to what has been one of the best battles so far here this evening. The 07, aka the 39 of Mr. Childers. Brightsman still putting a ton of pressure on him, but here's the 94, Mr. Garber. Side by side, off a turn, 2, a little loose there from the inside lane. Ooh, one truck slope on the outside there, 3 and 4. I guess is letting some lap traffic, or the leaders go by rather. That was a really wild exit there on turn 4. It almost looked like it was a mistake to be there, but if letting a bunch of people pass, that might be the way to do it here. As we're going to take a little, or give me a little break anyways here. We got Mr. Charles Booten on standby. He actually has some news he wants to kind of bring in and talk about here for LSRTV and whatnot. So, Mr. Charles, open the microphone. Welcome.
Yeah, so it's no big surprise. I didn't know if I was going to be here in 2025 with real work and stuff. And we were like, well, it looks like I'll be stepping away. And then about 3 weeks before the season started, we're like, hey, we're coming back. So, you know, we're getting back into the groove of things. We bought some new gear, and one of the things that we're going to try to see if we can get the drivers on board. So if you're a fan out there of a driver that's racing, urge them to do what we need them to do. We're working on with software, of course, an AI generation where we are going to take videos of each driver introducing themselves, their car number, or in this case truck number. We'll do the same thing with ARCA on Thursday, and we're gonna get them all in, and on this time we get to the 16 for the playoffs, we're gonna make shorts and reels and videos and stuff with these videos to introduce the drivers to everybody. So we're planning a lot of things. We're gonna be making a lot more flyers, posters, trying to get the broadcast out there. Basically, because all we're doing now is in-house stuff, so we're going to try to keep, you know, what we do, and we're going to do it best, basically, since we don't have to worry about other leagues and stuff like that. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the works.
AI being brought into a iRacing broadcast. That's something to hear. That's kind of cool. I've never heard of that idea. So I wish you luck on getting all that content from every single driver. We got 30 drivers in tonight's field, and not all of them are, you know, going to be here week in and week out. But it's a lot of data to collect, a lot of work on your end. But if it turns out great, that's going to be beautiful stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it. And again, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be collectively on the drivers to get us those videos. You know, so we can do it. We'll put out here in the next probably week. I know off week is next week, Monday. So we'll probably push out a notification there saying, you know, we're looking for drivers to send us in their videos. This is what they need to say, etc. All that good stuff as we watch this little battle going on. Currently for 5th, but yeah, we'll do all that here in the near future. But that and, you know, we're just going to make Northwest our main focus and, you know, get them as big as we can.
It's amazing that you're able to sell thousands of dollars of computer equipment just to bring it back with new stuff 3 weeks prior to the season opener for the Northwest Racing Truck Series, and that's cool stuff, man. I think it's going to be a great time, actually. We're going to kick it to our first picture-in-picture commercial break here. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
We're back here at Richmond Raceway. My apologies, everybody. I'm having some technical internet issues with our provider, and I had to step away. But obviously, we welcome you back. We're on lap number 73 of 167 laps. And obviously, Jeremy, we're seeing Devin West continue to lead the way. No real change in the action. And obviously, from what I've seen so far, this has been a pretty calm, cool, collective race.
Yeah, we had 3 cautions within 40 laps. We had about 12 laps of caution, and then, you know, we restarted and smooth sailing. There's a couple small hiccups, but for the most part, it's just been pretty spacious out here. They realized that we need to tone down things a little bit, let these tires warm up. Then they've done that now. Oh, they almost had a wreck there in the back. It looked like they're off of turn 2. Turn 2 has been that hot spot so far this evening. And iRacing has been very weirdly, you know, throwing cautions at random. We've had 2 of our 3 cautions by a wreck that's never been there. One was just a truck brushing the wall, so I was kind of impressed by that. But, yeah, smooth sailing here. Here's the 777 battle. 777, that's Johnson and Harris off of turn 2. Oh, Brett almost hit the outside wall there. And 77 there. Mr. Harris looking to make that pass complete.
Yeah, really good solid run right now for the leader, Devin West, as we continue to see this battle now continuing in the top 12 between Johnson and Harris. Troy Daggett watching along, obviously in the 12th position. And everybody just kind of right now single file around the racetrack as we are quickly approaching the halfway mark here of this 167 lap race at the 3/4 mile Richmond Raceway. And obviously Devin West, the man to beat right now. Ryan Blumen second, Dennis Moore third, Jeff Stabnow having a good run for him, the Billings, Montana driver who normally has struggled in the weeks past. Jeremy got a good solid top 5, and Jeff
well, I'm back. Wesley's not. The ISP is bouncing around. He actually had a really stable voice there, and then he just got cut off like a bad habit. Now it's back to just me. Let's welcome me back here. Soloing it once more. Also, funny enough, in my broadcast last night at NWTS, I went solo there for 200 laps in Martinsville, and now I'm going to be almost soloing this whole thing tonight. Maybe minus 20, 25 laps of content. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. Lap 81. Devin West, your leader. Ryan Bloom second. Dennis Moore third. Jeff Stabnow fourth. And fifth place has been the spot that's been switching a lot of times here. Kenneth Garber in the 94. You started in fourth. Here now he holds top 5 position here. I see the Comets have not been touched since the green flag has flown, at least shortly after. We had James Vining on there. talking about how Wesley's internet was atrocious and terrible, and now since he's gone, it's been quiet. I must have scared everybody off. But 14 currently watching on the YouTube side. Appreciate y'all joining in and watching the Northwest Racing Truck Series races. Green flag pit stops looks like are going to be starting here. Roy Grande Jr., the first taker in the number 11. He's going to drop himself back to 23rd place. Waiting for any other takers, or is he going to be the first one to take a real short entrance on his stint for the first long green flag run here this evening? We are officially at the halfway mark of tonight's race. Caution! Speaking of halfway, this is not a stage caution. This is a wreck caution for the night, or 57. Mr. Chris Kynes drops back to 23rd in a hurry as we're going to go to the LSRTV replay and see exactly what happened to Chris. Through turn 1 and turn 2. The wreck happened in turn 3. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, he pulled a Kyle Larson from last year at Homestead. Man, I thought he had plenty of time. He was on the apron early. He had every chance possible to get down to speed and make the turn. It did not do it. And we're going to see if Jeff Stabnow might have had any chance of bumping the 57 of Chris Kynes. There's the early entrance. Did well there. He slides up. It doesn't look like it, but man, if there wasn't any contact, the gaps between those two trucks are, at least 3 sheets of paper thick. Which that's an actual caution iRacing should throw, and that's their 4th one here this evening, just at the halfway mark of tonight's event. Now, who is this going to affect? Well, the number 11, Roy Grande Jr. 1 lap down. Remember, he took that green flag pit stop just 2 laps prior. And now everyone gets to come down under caution, which is a much better time because you don't go a lap down doing it this way. So Roy Grande all of a sudden has to fight his way back into the race lead, which if they go back to having cautions, that's going to easily bump him up. But if they don't, he has to hang tight for a while to try to do anything he can to get back to the lead lap. Hearing word that Jeff Stabnow's pit stop was just after 14 at 14.2 seconds, signaling no damage done to the left front of the 24 off the 57's right rear bumper. Is that the 11 actually in wave? Though the 11 has actually caught the natural wave around, so not doing it the hard way. He's going to get it virtue on the last lap. He should be able to drive around the pace truck and catch to the tail of the longest line. Find out what that signal is. And there he goes. Number 11. Back around to the end of the longest line will be on... Well, I think he went down 2 laps. We'll see with next lap at the scoring pylon. They're still showing him 1 lap down. So he quite might have possibly been 2 laps down. Half a lap to go, restarting on lap 90, which will be 78 laps remaining in the Northwest Racing Truck Series event at Richmond Raceway. As you see Roy Grande Jr. cycling back to the tail end here just before they get to the green flag for the 5th time. Barney the flagman's got to fly the flag at Richmond. Here we go. Devin West, bam! Good start over the 44. Dennis Moore, Ryan Bloom of the 25. Sees the opportunity. He's going to go to the inside of Dennis here. Can they make it stick? 2 by 2 by 2, 5 rows deep. Turn 2 exit. Now the 99, Troy Daggett in one other truck, maybe possibly the 88. No, 73. No caution, iRacing? What are we doing? We see Corey Eckelbarger and we see Troy Daggett both wreck. I know it's below the yellow line, but man, what an unfortunate break here for these two guys. Oh, there it is. Wait. Oh, okay, there's the double 8. I thought it was him last lap, but now here he is doing it this time, Taylor Alto. And as we left the 99, I think he was wrecking as well on the front straightaway. Yeah, definitely need to catch that for a second time. But here's the 88 Taylor Alto. Kevin Harvick throwback. Looking, he's underneath Brightsman at turn 1 and turn 2. And loopsy daisies, he goes all by his lonesome. That's what's going to bring out the caution, out the 2 trucks wrecking. Nope. And Daggett does self-spin on those hot tires after spinning on turn 2 exit. Comes off of turn 4, and the tires said, hey, 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 I'm not ready for that. So, and this was highlights of that wreck. There's the one that should have been a caution. Tell me how that's not caution worthy, man. I know the yellow line dictates that, and then there's the loopsy daisies from the 99 of Troy Daggett. What a familiar pass through. The 07 getting the Lucky Dog Award for the second time tonight. Dana Rogers back to lead lap once more. Going to be in 17th on this restart. Across the line here is going to be a lap 94 now. Pace truck lights are on, so 2 more laps left to go on this. Restarting this race on lap 96. Top 5 this time around is Devin West, Ryan Bloom, Dennis Moore, Jeff Stabnow. And the guy who's moved plus 11 positions is Tyler King in P5, up 11th to the top 5. Biggest mover, 2 spots behind him, the 77 of Frank Harris. He is up 20 positions. Currently in 7th. He was in 27th in his qualifying efforts earlier this evening. It's a great job by Frank Harris to drive through the field and do it pretty cleanly, it looks like, from my point so far. Pace truck lights are off. Going green flag this time. Going through turn 1, turn 2. We'll see yours are just past the halfway mark in tonight's 167 lap event. So you're getting close to 70 laps to go. Here we go. Pace truck going to pull down any moment here. The 5 of the 25 leading the way on this restart here. Barney the flagman's going to have the flag in hand for the 6th time here this evening. And there we go. Devin West, great launch over the rest of the field. Clears everybody else by at least 2 trucks. Looking into turn number 1. Let's see if everybody can make it through here. No, we don't. No, we do not. The 77 brings it below the yellow line, and there you go. No caution because he's out of danger. Frank Harris, just like that, talked about him moving 20 positions up, now 20 positions down. Back to the back you go, Frank. He is going to need a caution to restart all that work that he had just did the first 95 laps prior. Focusing back to the 46.63. This is Sean Bryceman on the bottom. And on the outside, you're going to find the man that we've been talking about quite a bit, that 63 truck, Dan Lowther. Just behind him, we got the 5 and the 55 and the 7, Brett Johnson on the inside, Dan West Jr. on the outside. Turn 1 here. 98 laps in the books, almost to the 100 lap mark. Next time by, we'll give you lap 100 exactly. The 5 a little scuff to the, or 55 to the scuff to the outside wall, opening the door to the 9 truck here of Chris Walters. Door, still at the door. Bumper, door. He's trying to get him cleared, and there's Taylor Alto trying. See, oh, mistake. Oh, what is that? The 73 just really checking up on the back straightaway. I know he's a lap truck, but that was an excessive amount of slowness on the outside of the track. Nothing really going up front, nothing really going off in the back. It's just some good, solid, clean racing. We saw the wrecks happen. Now we get the low point, which is the mid-race long run. Very casual. Well, speaking of casual, we're going to casually talk about now our 6th caution here this evening on lap 102, and the man that was slow 1 lap prior on the back stretch that we just talked about. The 73 Eckelbarger. What happened? Let's talk about it. Off of turn 2. Got him.
Guys, am I back with you? Can you hear me okay? Jeremy?
And it looks like underneath this caution, ooh, oh man, the 7-man Eckelbarger just slams the wall, but we got Wesley back. Wesley, I soloed last night. You want me to solo again?
No, I'm not trying to. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay now? Everything good? Okay, well, I am connected
T-Mobile
to my
Sprint sellout.
Well, I am connected to my I'm actually connected to my AT&T hotspot on my cell phone. So, yeah, well, I mean, when you only got 72 megabytes per second, what do you expect? So, all right.
He needs to reset the router and call it a day.
No. There's like serious modem issues where the main server modem is in Smithfield where I live, Jeremy. It's all messed up. So it's all on them.
Oh man.
Well, so another couple of cautions have waved. Not much, right? 22 caution laps. We are past 100 laps. Jeremy, Charles, thank you for covering for me, man. Obviously, you know, I'm very frustrated, but we're making the best of it. Ready to bring this one to the finish. Is obviously Devin West, I see, is still out in front. This guy is just, I mean, Jeremy, has he just dominated this race in the 5? I mean, wow.
It's Richmond. It's hard to pass. These guys are getting great launches. The person in control, easily 2 to 3 truck length advantage getting to turn number 1. So that's been the key. Plus the mini cautions have kind of kept the leader where the leader's been. But then the long green flag run, it seemed like the leader's able to separate 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths of a second over a second. Doesn't matter if it's your race leader right now, the number 5 of Devin West, or it was Kevin Smith beforehand before he had truck issues. So that's the only reason why the 5 has the lead. The 00 had the truck issues.
Had a tough break there. Somebody play Fortnite at the house again?
On AT&T hotspot, let's do it.
Yeah. But we'll get ready to try to get ready for and come back for a restart. Lights are off on the pace truck. Devin West and Dennis Moore. It's another LSRTV win racing battle yet again. Ryan Bloom, Jeff Stabnow, as I was mentioning before I got knocked offline again there. I'll tell you what, Jeremy, what a great run Jeff Stabnow's got going right now. The 24 trucks in 4th. Tyler King in the top 5. Got Childress, Breitzman, Lowther, Newton, and Johnson right now, the top 10, as they'll get ready to creep towards the Geico restart zone. Pace truck will drop onto the pit lane, and we get ready to go back to green here at Richmond. Boy, what a great launch for West.
Yep, it's just been in control. The race leader able to make a statement every single time. The 25, Ryan Bloom, does get cleared now. Tyler King looking to go underneath Dennis Moore. Now, oh, one truck, the 63, Dan Lowther, hard on the outside wall. On corner exit, turn 2. I also thought the 39 there, Mr. Childress, was going to run to the back bumper of Stab. Now he does not. The next question is, how much damage does the 63 have?
Working the back straightaway now. Look at Lowther. Remember, he slipped a moment ago. This opens the door to the Daytona winner, Paul Newton. And now we see Roy Grande battling. This is in the top 15. Grande, Rogers, Harris, Alto, all in front of him as this goes on back into the corner. Now they'll fan back out single file, and we see the 88 of Alto starting to make a push for him. Here comes now the 07 machine. This is Childress, by the way. Tomin Scoren shows him as a 39. He's in the 07 Rebel entry between the Team LSRTV sandwich of Brightsman and Stabnow to the back straightaway. Whoa, Stabnow pushed out of line in 3.
Below the yellow line goes the left side tires of the 24. Able to hang tight there. Now, Childress makes the pass complete. Sean Brightsman looking to do the same thing from the second lane. He gets the diamond exit, but he gives a lot on center. Right now, able to maintain something. As we're still side by side, door to door. Turn 3, turn 4.
But I tell you what, Jeremy, whenever trading paints is working, man, these truck wraps look really, really good for this year.
There's quite a bit of new schemes. I'm really enjoying it. Me, myself, who likes to design my own stuff and everything on iRacing, like, as much as I'm used to just doing different schemes over and over, like, I appreciate these trucks looking so good and not changing as much. But when they look this good, you don't need to make them change. So hats off to the guys that are out there designing these trucks in 2025 for these drivers. One hell of a job.
Yeah, very true, man. We're coming up on about 53 minutes of race time now. And obviously, Devin West has been the driver up in front. We see now this battle heating up in the top 10 between Dan West Jr., our defending series champion, the father of Devin West, the leader. He's got Johnson, Lowther, and Harris all in a gaggle of traffic going out there. These quad trucks working for that spot for the top 10 now going into turn number 1.
Here we go, 63.77. 4 position for P11. Door to door still, the 63.77.
Up high, Lowther. Way up high off turn 4. Here comes Harris now back down to the inside. He'll make a push and make a run for that lead to get back into the top 10, if you will. This is for 12th and 11th. Johnson watching on. He's got company behind him, and they go single file again. Look at now, Harris battling Lowther for that spot as they work into turn 3. And we're closing in on 50 to go here now.
Dan washes up a lot in turn 3. Unable to make that stick. Single file goes back to these two guys here. As we're going through 3 and 4 to complete lap 117. Looking through the number 21 now, Tyler King. He's got the 39, Mr. Childress, right behind him. And in front, he's got Dennis Moore, Ryan Bloom, Devin West. Top 5 really here as of now on lap 118.
It is Devin West in the front, man. I'm telling you, what a strong run he's got right now as we see Paul Newton, the Daytona winner. He's now moved around Jeff Stabnow. Stabnow a moment ago kind of got kick shuffled out of line and went to the back straightaway to the bottom of the racetrack and got bypassed. And now he's got to try to find a way to catch back up with the Brightsman-Childress battle that he was amongst in the top 5 a moment ago, as we get ready to put lap number 120 on the board next time around. Hello to the Catman, James Vining. Yes, I wanted to promote this, and I'm sure Charles and Jeremy, if you guys have, I don't know if you have or not, because I've had my technical woes and working on technical support for the longest time, trying to get back online and offline. But obviously Thursday night, we launch a brand new CRN ARCA Northwest Series. The ARCA Northwest Series will launch this Thursday night. It will be at Daytona, 200 miles, 80 laps, and going to be fun to see ARCA cars on the Northwest schedule now every Thursday night at 11:30 Eastern time, Jeremy. We're looking forward to it.
The ARCA cars are a lot of blast. If you're talking about the legacy or the new ones, either way, it is a great time. So looking forward to this Thursday series. Whether if I'm in the booth or not, planning to be there for you guys, but we'll see what happens as we get down to Thursday. But yeah, gonna mix it up, not just trucks here. So that's be kind of cool.
Yeah, going to be really fun. The ARCA cars have had a major update in the world of iRacing, and a lot of people are really, really excited about it, and we are as well. The Northwest Racing Series now, after Charles, 2 seasons? Is it 2 or 3 seasons now? We're going back to an official 2-night league instead of 1. Because if you remember back in the day, Jeremy, there used to be the Northwest Cup Series and the Northwest Truck Series. Then we had a Northwest Truck Series and then Xfinity Series. And now, after a couple of years, because we didn't try to do a dirt series. I don't know if you remember that when we tried to do a dirt series. That didn't go out too well. But we're bringing back now the ARCA cars, and looking forward to bringing that to you every Thursday night on, of course, LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. As right now we see Harris battling with Stabnow. This is for 7th and 8th, and probably, Jeremy, the best battle on the racetrack as we're under now 40, closing in on 40 laps to go.
Laps are taken away really quick here, only 3/4 of a mile. And your lap times are just over 20 seconds each, so those add up really fast. You got that just over half a second between the 5 and the 25. That's your race leaders. Between 3rd and 4th is over 1 second there. So we're approaching our 2nd longest green flag run of the night here. Not sure if pit road's taken care of. I don't think these guys have to come down pit road anymore, so it's all about tire management.
Yeah, really good solid run right now for Devin West, still continuing to hit his marks, looking good. Ryan Bloom in 2nd. Hey, by the way, don't forget, quick reminder, the Northwest Racing Series will be off next Monday night. Just wanted to kind of throw that out there to you, Jeremy. We will officially actually have a off week next Monday night, so we hope that you enjoy doing whatever it is that you do, hanging out. We'll be back, obviously, coming back in 2 weeks. But we are going to be off.
Yeah. Yeah, first schedule. This schedule's been really awkward. We had the internet woes on the 2nd week there at Phoenix, which are still going to be bringing that.
And by the way, that'll be Wednesday night. Wednesday night at 11 o'clock Eastern time is what I'm being told. We're going to do that race. We're going to make that race up. So you've got LSRTV 3 nights this week. You've got tonight here at Richmond. You've got the makeup race from Phoenix. And can we say this much? We don't know the outcome. We don't know what happened to that race, Jeremy. We don't know what happened. We didn't see it. I don't have an iRacing account, so I don't really follow it. So obviously we'll be like deers in the headlights, and we call that race on Wednesday night for you. And then, of course, the following night, we'll be back with you with the debut of the CRN, the Community Radio Network, CRN ARCA Northwest Series. And their lid lifter first race will be at Daytona this upcoming April the 3rd. So there you go. When the Northwest gets back on track, we'll be off next week, as I mentioned. And then how about this, Jeremy? We're going to Portland International Raceway. That is a real road course in Portland, Oregon. It debuted a couple of years ago with the Truck Series. Then they brought the Xfinity Series and ARCA. And now they make like just a fun NASCAR weekend out of it.
I love this road course. It's a lot of fun. And it makes sense to bring it over here. This is a West Coast series. And to bring over well, here we go. Brightsman. Contact with the 27. Mr. Paul.
And we'll stay in green, though. No caution. No caution, though.
Yeah. Debris. Doesn't matter. They're going to keep it green, which, by the way, later on in this year in iRacing, debris will affect tires. You can run them over and pop a tire. So that'll be something to look forward to. But the 46, Sean Breitzman, is loose after that contact there one lap later. Oh, he's still loose. There's something broken in the front of that thing.
Yeah, there's something serious going on. Yeah, oh boy, Sean Breitzman. He hit the wall, and I think he's broke something. We don't see any shower of sparks on the chassis of the rear end of the 46 from originally Puyallup, Washington. Now, well, look out. Actually, he's back in Washington again, yeah. But the Brights Boutique 46 Toyota is really, really in trouble, way off the pace, Jeremy, as we work now the final 30 laps of this race here at Richmond.
He's hanging on tight, man. That thing is loose. Whatever got changed in the front, it is shifting it to the weight of the rear there, and that time it looked pretty smooth. So maybe starting to figure out what position the wheel has to be. It can't be sitting at 12 o'clock. That wheel's got to be at a 10 o'clock or a 2 o'clock at this point, because he's starting to slowly get it more and more figured out here. Late in the going, there's the other guy that was involved, number 27, Mr. Newton. Let's see how his truck looks like it's handling, and I don't see any issues with it. Just drives nice and smooth right in front of Jeff Stab now, right behind Mr. Frank Harris. This is just outside the top 5 here. 77 washes up the track a little bit, but looks like that might be his preferred lane.
So right now, with under 30 laps to go, again, a quick reminder, we're off next week. And whoa, look out, Jeff Stabnow and Mr. Paul Newton racing really hard. You just saw a little contact, and he was dirt tracking it there off of turn 1 and 2 a moment ago, and Stabnow going after him again on the bottom into 3.
Pass completed. Mr. Paul Newton said, nope, here you go. Don't want to have you there too much longer. I know you're faster. And oh no, then Brett Johnson with a USPS flat rate shipping moment there, just ships the 27 up the track, I think maybe to the outside wall. Does he get back to him? He tried, and he overshot the entrance there because so. Does he get back to Brett Johnson? Maybe makes more contact, but yeah, he got washed up the track there.
Jeremy Stanley, Wesley Outlet here with you. Charles Wooten obviously jumping in and doing a little commentary or doing production. Thank you. And obviously now we see the Childress truck. That is the Rebel entry 07. Timing and scoring is showing him as the 39. He is a new entry this year for the Northwest Racing Series. And I'll tell you what, though, Jeremy, what a solid run this man right here, Josh Childress, has got going to that Rebel Bourbon number 39 on timing and scoring. But the truck is a 07 Chevrolet. Another good, solid top 5 finish for him. And I listen, Frank Harris, got to give props to that veteran driver. What a good, solid run for him right now.
Yeah, very excellent run so far, as we're just past 20 laps remaining in this race for the Northwest Racing Truck Series at Richmond Raceway. This race is going to be closing out pretty quickly when you're almost 3 laps a minute. So it's going to be real quick there. And Mr. Ryan Bloom, I'm looking at the tower. He's catching the number 5-year race leader. He was 6 or 7 tenths back. Now he's 3 tenths in closing. So we might see something late in the going. Maybe Ryan Bloom can be the spoiler.
Devin West, Ryan Bloom, Dennis Moore, Tyler King, Josh Childress. And I got to wonder this question as well, Jeremy. Do you think anybody's going to come to pit lane, or is everybody pretty much happy with what they got? They're ready to go to the finish of this race right now, right?
Yeah, based off calculations. I think we're good. We're going to make it all the way to the end. If they did not, then we'd probably see somebody pit by now. But this is it. This is what you got. Take care of it for just a few more laps, and then ship it to FSU, Full Send University, and get yourself there. But 25 and a 5-man, this is going to be a really, really good battle if they keep up this momentum.
iRacing on LSRTV, bringing you coverage of race number 4 of the season. Going road course racing Christian Tinkler, yes it is, man. I had some we got some serious internet issues, and it's not on my part now. We're finding out that it's with whatever the modems or services are outside in this general area, and they're hopefully going to try to fix it. But right now we are down to 20 laps to go to the finish of this one. And right now, Devin West getting Ryan Bloom, reeling him in closer and closer and closer, creeping in, creeping, if you will, Jeremy. And it is another LSRTV win racing battle, just like it's been for the last year or two. And it continues again as they work back to the line.
Here on the back straightaway.
Laps to go now. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
look
no.
out. Dana Rogers in trouble. The 07 Fanta truck crashing.
Is
it going to draw a caution? It will not yet. We still stay green. He's at the bottom of the racetrack there, Jeremy.
Yeah, this is wild because they're below the yellow line, so iRacing doesn't call it a yellow, but at the same token, they saw 2 trucks earlier in this race within the first 30 laps. One truck only hits the wall and brushes it, throws a caution. The next one gets loose by contact, 30-degree angle slideways, caution. But you get a truck like this who perpendicular smashes the inside wall, busts the radiator, and here you go. No caution. So it's a little backwards if you ask me, but man, what an impact. And there's been probably 10 different moments in tonight's race where it's been stupid loose off the exit of turn 2. And that's just a natural thing you have to fight with these trucks at Richmond.
Watching along, ready to go to the finish of this one here tonight as we are closing in on 15 laps to go. There's Devin West in the lead, but for how long? Reeling him in. Ryan Bloom looking high, looking low, being patient and ready to pounce on him here whenever the time counts to make the move to try to get around him here at the home stretch of this race.
One mistake from the 5 and he's there. He has got the opportunity. He's got the speed. Got to get around this lap traffic too. This is going to play a factor. Oh, Devin West slides up that corner exit there. Ryan almost had the opportunity to slide the nose to the inside in turn 1. Not able to do it this time around here. 13 laps to go. Let's see what happens with the leader. I'd be curious if he goes high or low. Right now, sticking to the low side here.
Probably the smart thing to do right now as we look at these trucks going high. That's lap machines saying race on. There goes the 93 machine. Mr. Clark says, have at it, guys. Leaders, race on. There goes also Dennis Moore. That's another Win Racing teammate to Ryan Bloom. Gotta wonder if he could try to get up there and shake, rattle, and roll the finish of this race with 11 laps to go. Yeah. Devin West better hold on tight as Ryan Bloom and now Dennis Moore clearing the Clark truck. Now they're trying to get around Daytona winner Paul Newton. They clear by him.
Really slow down the back straightaway. Maybe some problems even for the 27. I knew he was letting some people by, but man, he was so slow. I wasn't sure if something else had been going wrong on that truck. But back to where the eyes should be. The race lead. Dennis Moore may be making this thing a 3-truck battle at the very, very end of it. But right now, Mr. Ryan Bloom cannot get closer than 0.2 of a second. It's like the drag from the spoiler of the 5 is preventing the 25 from turning from corner center. He just doesn't have the grip. This time he does. He's able to keep it within 2. Can he do something with it? A little wider entrance. It's about a second or a 0.5, 0.3, back to 0.2. He needs to get a little bit closer to the 5 to make a move.
Yeah, sure does. By the way, Paul Newton, Dennis Moore, Devin West, all winners. If Devin West or Dennis Moore can win this race, they will be the first repeat winner of the season. Ryan Bloom trying to make it 4 for 4 on the year. And he is right there. One wrong slip. He's going to capitalize. There's another truck in trouble. That's Dennis Moore. His truck bonsais and smacks the wall. We stay green, 6 to go. Bloom on the bottom. He's looking for the lead in turn number 1 there, Jeremy.
He's got a moment. The 5 left the door open, and here he is, Ryan Bloom, looking at Devin West and saying, thank you, this is my best chance. Going to be 5 laps to go at the line. Still side by side. Spotters yelling at him, door, door, door. Just no
you're not
room.
clear, right, Jeremy? I mean, you're not clear. You're side by side right now. And Bloom on the bottom clears by the 5. Now you got to wonder if Devin is saving something. He's going to try to battle back. I don't know if the outside's going to work as Bloom clears him. 4 laps to go here at the 3/4 mile Richmond Raceway, and Ryan Bloom gets around West for the lead.
And Devin got loose on corner exit turn 4 as well, so I think that's going to be all she wrote for the number 5. Now Ryan, well, hold on. The 5's going to drive it in deep.
Wow.
Last-ditch effort. No contact. Now there's a 5 second. Yeah, that was it. That was the last nitrous button he had to press.
That, Jeremy. I know, dude. I don't know if I would have done that. He's now lost a lot of ground from the number 25 by making that move, and now he's going to try to have to reset, reshuffle, refire, and try to load the decks again here, as now his teammate for West is Sean Brightsman up ahead. He's now going to go a lap down, as we got 3, now make it 2 laps to go. And look at Ryan Bloom hitting his marks perfectly right now, working the back straightaway. He'll be looking for that CRN 1 to go, Jeremy, when they come to the line this time by in 3 and 4.
He's got a comfortable lead with it, too. White flag is out, just under 1 mile left in this event at Richmond Raceway. CRN 1 to go. And here we are. Back straightaway, half a lap left.
Bloom.
And Ryan Bloom.
Yeah, look at Brightsman. I mean, just up high. Doesn't hold any effect for Devin West. West can't get there. Ryan Bloom is going to pick up the win. I was wondering if he might have been saving something there for the end, waiting for the right time to pounce, if you will, Jeremy Stanley. And he done it. Ryan Bloom is going to come to the line, and he will win and make it the 4th different winner this year under the banner of the Northwest Racing Series. 4 different winners in 4 races this year, as again he wins at Richmond Raceway.
Yes, he does. We got the fireworks here on the back straightaway. That was a nice touch for the facility, as we're going to see Mr. Bloom do a burnout here on the front straightaway. And with that contact becomes more contact. You're going to have to wait for it real quick.
It's the high five salute, brother.
Send-off salute. There it is. That was lackluster. Where's more?
Northwest high five salute. Some of these guys are doing donuts and burnouts in the pit area. They need to hit the truck on the racetrack. Nonetheless, Ryan Bloom picks up his 13th career win of the Northwest Racing Series career in his 193rd start. This will also be now his 70th top 5 and 116th top 10 overall of his career of the Northwest Racing Series on iRacing, Jeremy Stanley.
Yeah, as they continue to pile up here on the front stretch, race leader. Oh, there we go. There we got some good speed. Troy Daggett out of nowhere late in the going. Going to lose a panel of his truck as everybody having burnouts. It's a Fiesta Live out here on the front straightaway. And all right, that burnout shape looks very familiar as it kind of fades away.
There's somebody still going around the racetrack at crazy speeds, it looks like. Are they going to try to bonsai and make one more final shot at Ryan Bloom?
We'll
find out.
Please do it. Come on.
Oh,
Come
here he
on.
comes.
That's not it.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you're not getting there. That's Mr. Josh Childress. He's got a...
Oh, here we go.
Okay, here you go. Frank Harris.
Wow.
Yeah.
All that for that.
Valiant effort. I give it a 3. Results tonight for the Northwest at Richmond. Ryan Bloom will pick up the victory, followed by Devin West second, Dennis Moore third. We'll grab the podium here in just a moment for our post-race show. Tyler King, Josh Childress, Frank Harris, Jeff Stabnow, Brett Johnson, Dan West Jr., and Dan Lowther. Jeremy, the top 10 at the checkered flag. The race lasted 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 42 seconds. A good solid race quickly here at Richmond for 167 laps.
There you go. 11th through 20th was Taylor Alto. 12th was Roy Grande. 13th was Chris Walters. 14th place was Steven Paulison. 15th in the first driver one lap down was Sean Breitzman. 16th place was Kenneth Garber. 17th, Paul Newton. 18th, Bryce Clark. 19th, Troy Daggett. And Dana Rogers finishes in 20th.
Rest of the rundown includes Corey Eckelbarger. He'll finish 21st, multiple laps down. Scott Hutchinson as well. Chris Kynes, Spencer Hamilton, Kevin Smith, Ryder Shiflett, top 25. Of course, with Ray Fournier, Mr. William Fletcher. Christopher White struggled tonight. And hell, I don't even think he even started the race, and neither did Carl Burke, as they were scratches after trying to practice, I guess. All right, so one more look at the race analysis for this race tonight at Richmond. And there it is, 6 cautions, total laps were 24, and 2 lead changes. It was a very quiet race up at the front for the leaders. Pretty much there, Ryan Bloom getting the pass on Devin West to pick up the victory. Coming up post-race, we're going to grab the winners, and we will speak to the podium when we come back from Richmond. Ryan Bloom. Ryan, congratulations. 13th career win and 4th different winner of the season. Congratulations, man.
Oh, thanks, Wesley. First of all, I just wanted to apologize to Josh Childress there around lap 30. Got into him a little bit going in turn 1. It certainly wasn't intentional. I mean, I think he thinks it was, but it really wasn't. We've kind of got into it, I think, the last 3 races, and really none of that was intentional. It was a couple mistakes on my part last couple races, but again, I take the blame on that one too. Just run a little different lines and got in there a little too hot trying to get there on exit. But yes, I just wanted to get that out of the way first. But overall, that was probably definitely the toughest race. Devin is so good, and it was just so hard to pass him. He was definitely better at the beginning of the run. I was just hoping for no late race cautions, because that was my only chance, was to get him on the long run, and was able to get it done just in the nick of time there.
So did you realize that you had to, or did you know that you had to kind of you had to save obviously and be ready for the right time? Like, did you know, like, under 10 to go, I need to make the move to try to get around him? Was that what the plan was, to set up there for the long green flag run for the finish?
I mean, not really. I mean, I was not firing off good on restarts. Took me a few laps to kind of get going. So that last restart, I just want to stay as close as possible. And I know on the previous long run we had, getting early in the race, I was chipping away at his lead there when I was running second. So I thought, I mean, I was definitely running hard. I did back down a little bit for a few laps. I was kind of overdriving a little bit. Back down a little bit, gather to back up, and try to go at him again, and just chip away and I just try in every, all kinds of different lines, different things to just try to make some headway on him, and it just chipping away, and finally it kind of got there. But I could tell his truck was going away a little bit. He was struggling there a little bit towards the end. But we knew we had good long run speed. We just thought we were going to, or at least for me, I thought I was going to fire off a little better. But in the end, I guess it worked out. I guarantee you, if there was a late race caution there, he definitely would have got me.
Well, Ryan, before we let you go, buddy, please segue this into thanking your sponsors. But, hey, man, 4 for 4, what's your take of the season this year? A lot of new names, a lot of new competition, a lot of drivers that have struggled in the past, being consistent, and obviously making some noise up in the front. And obviously, it's got to be exciting to win early.
Yeah, it's nice, because I don't usually typically win this early in the season, but it's nice to kind of get that win out of the way. And, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Devin, LSRTV, they're good as usual. They'll be tough to beat all year. Beaver State, and then we got the new guys in here, just trying to still kind of get to know them a little bit, just kind of figure out how their driving style goes and how they race a little bit. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun so far. I think a lot better start to the season this year than we had last year as a team. And as far as sponsors goes, just want to thank Click at RV, Win Racing, and Bomb Speed Shop. And thanks again to my teammates and Jeff and Sean and all the admins for helping put this on.
Again, picking up his first win this season of season 12, his 13th overall in the World of the Northwest Racing Series. To tack on to that, another great run in his 193rd career start, approaching 200 starts of NASRA, 70 top 5s and 116 top 10s. Ryan Bloom picks up the win here tonight at Richmond Raceway for the 4th winner of the season. Let's grab now Devin West. Devin, winner last week, actually, whenever we kind of go back and look at things. He won at Las Vegas. And Devin, you will settle for second spot. Did the tires go away? Did the truck handling mess up? What caused Mr. Ryan Bloom to get around you, man? And obviously you're taking the finish and finishing second here.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think the set was awesome, and Jeff brought us a good set right off the get-go. I mean, the balance was just there. Sometimes it's kind of the hardest thing to find, so just kind of fine-tune it from there. I don't know. I feel like I had a good truck, and it's just hard in practice and running against other guys. Let me run into some necessity. I feel like I had a good long-run truck. And then I came out here and it was the exact opposite. It was good in a short run, and it just didn't hold up to it in the long run. So I was kind of caught off by that, and I tried to make an adjustment because I was just too tight in the long run, just way too tight. I kind of compensate the whole run for it, knowing it was going to get there. So I kind of made a swing on it to loosen it up in that pit stop. I didn't go. I kind of tried to stay conservative because I honestly thought I was going to get another chance to make some adjustments, and I felt like the field just in general did an awesome job tonight staying green, and that just kind of caught me out, to be honest with you. So and Ryan just did an awesome job, and you gotta be perfect. I knew that was my only path to win tonight, would just be perfect. And I feel like I messed up like once or twice. I just overdrove 3 and just couldn't get off the corner, and it was ultimately where I just kind of let him have it. So unfortunate.
Though, I mean, there was that one moment, I think, with like 5 laps to go, you really tried to did you try to change your lane? I mean, you kind of changed and went way higher, then went to the bottom, and that kind of made you lose the momentum. Did you realize when that happened that there was no way of catching him after that?
Yeah, I mean, once he got by, it was over. I mean, there's no way I was going to get back by him. It's too hard to pass, and to be honest with you, I think if the roles were reversed and he was in front of me the whole race, I don't think it was going to be as close as what it was. I think that clean air and being up front and kind of going to drive just in front of him every lap, I thought that's kind of what made my truck and made me look better than what I think I actually was. It's just so tough to stay consistent and locked in for 167 laps, and I feel like just towards the end there, I just missed the corner one too many times, and it just cost me.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, please thank your sponsors. We'll see you in a few weeks at Portland International Raceway. That's going to be fun, the kind of Northwest track and a road course. You looking forward to it?
For sure. A new track is always fun on the road in Martinsville this year, too. So new tracks are fun. New drivers this year. I like to see all these fast guys coming out. Hopefully some of the guys that are having some quarrels right now can get over that, because I know how it feels to feel like you're running the same guy every single week. I don't know why that is. It just feels that way. And everybody out here is not only a great driver, but they're a great person. I think I've been in this league long enough to realize that. So hopefully those guys can work through that and come back each week. So, yeah, Team LSRTV, like I said, set was great. You guys in the booth are always great. Fight Web Solutions, Mutual Distributing, and King System Hardwood.
There you go. There's the thoughts of Mr. Devin West, of course, a former champion of the trucks, and obviously tonight he will finish in the second spot, winner a couple of weeks ago at Las Vegas. Now let's go to the third place man and grab Mr. Dennis Moore. Dennis, we'll get your thoughts here, sir. And obviously, I got to ask you, that crazy save you had to make there at the end of the race, what happened? Was the handling gone? And obviously you still survived getting through the lap traffic and get a podium finish out of the deal for Win Racing. And by the way, you've won this year as well. So don't want to go into all the details, please, because I haven't called your race, but I do know you won Phoenix.
Yeah. You know what? The truck was a little loose for me on the first run, so I thought I'd tighten it up, but that kind of backfired. I was tight center and then loose off this last run. But to be honest, I was probably a second place truck at best if Devin wasn't here. Obviously, I'm third. Ryan's he's been better than me all week. We've been testing, so I think the guy who was the fastest won this week, which doesn't always happen, so I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, Dennis Moore, obviously, in his 153rd career start for the NASRA Series. I'm sorry, for the Northwest Racing Series tonight when it's all said and done. And obviously, looking at all the stats here on this race again for you, Dennis Moore, it's, of course, you got 16 wins, 66 top 5s, and 106 top 10s. But I got to ask you, man, what's it been like this year racing with all this new competition and obviously getting a win for yourself early for Win Racing too?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. The fields have been big. I think we've had 30-plus trucks every single week, and I think these guys are getting better. I'm in a practice session I think it's Thursday or Friday night. I'm willing to help if anybody has any questions. But it's going to be a fun year as long as we keep getting the truck numbers out, and I think some of those guys might get a win.
Well, buddy, I'll tell you what, like I said, I don't want you to tell me anything about what happened at Phoenix because remember, LSRTV and CRN will simulcast that race this upcoming Wednesday night at 11:15 Eastern, 11:30 Eastern, around 8:30 your time. And then, of course, we got the new ARCA series, the new CRN ARCA Northwest series that'll be debuting. Obviously, will we see you do some ARCA races? Obviously, I guess that's a question for all of y'all. Could we see you run some ARCA stuff? I mean, I think, Ryan, if I remember correctly, you're a former ARCA Northwest champion. So, I mean, Dennis, could that be something we see you do on Thursday nights? Have a little fun?
Yeah, I'm going to run some of the races. I think the car is, it's all right. It seems a little tight, but should be good racing. Everybody on the same set, so we'll see who can drive the best, I guess. I'll probably be there Thursday, and then maybe like 3 or 4 other races throughout the year.
Gotta love Daytona. Obviously, that's always a wild card for sure. Hey, buddy, listen, Dennis, before we do let you go, sir, please thank your sponsors. And obviously, man, I'm digging the new wrap jobs on the Win Racing trucks for all of y'all as well. They're looking really good.
Yeah, everybody, I think half the field has a Tyler King paint job. If anybody out there needs a Tyler King paint job, just message him on Discord. I would like to thank, obviously, Tyler King for the paint job, Win Racing, Ryan, Kevin, you guys, LSRTV, everybody in the league. I thought the practice was a disaster, and I did not anticipate any long runs. So great job tonight, guys, and we'll see you next week.
There you go. There's the thoughts of Dennis Moore, a winner a couple of weeks ago at Phoenix. He will now finish on the podium. Of course, Devin West will finish second after having pretty much a pretty good truck dominating most of the race tonight at Richmond. And then, of course, the victor is the driver of Ryan Bloom. He now becomes the 4th different winner in 4 races, and we will take a much-needed rest for the Northwest Racing Series truck in Season 12. Next Monday night, we're off. We come back on, of course, the following week, and we will be at Portland International Raceway for the first time ever in the Pacific Northwest. We're road course racing. Hopefully you can make your plans to join us. Don't forget also iRacing on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network is not done this week. We've got the rescheduled, delayed broadcast from Phoenix. Of course, Dennis Moore won that race in season race number 2. We've got that race for you on Wednesday night, 11:15 Eastern, 8:15 Pacific. And then, of course, Thursday night, the lid lifter for the new Community Radio Network. That's my company. We are CRN.com, and the CRN ARCA Northwest Series. They debut at Daytona. We'll have that for you Thursday night as well. LSRTV and CRN for the simulcast coverage, as always, on Monday and Thursday. Thanks, as always, to everybody that is behind the Northwest Racing Series. Mr. Jeff Stabnow, Sean Breitzman, John Audenbacher, the amazing crew, the staff, the board. For the broadcast crew at Rocket Racing Media, for Jeff Stabnow, Mr. Charles Wooten on production, for Jeremy Stanley. This is Wesley Outland. Congratulations again to Ryan Bloom, winner at Richmond. Enjoy the week off. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Portland.